Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're just gonna vlog. I don't know how exciting today is gonna be. We shall see. It depends on if we can get up and get out of the house, because it looks like it's gonna pour down rain outside. The Facebook, my weather app says no rain till like 2 o'clock, but it looks pretty cloudy to me. Ira is crying again. I think last night in total I got like maybe 4 hours of sleep. So yeah, there's mom life for you. And it's just carried on to today. It's like 10 o'clock now. I keep trying to sleep. Levi's been up for like the last hour in his bedroom playing. I can hear him in there, but he seems content. So I'm just like, you can stay in there. And I keep trying to sleep, but I swear every time I lay down, Ira starts fussing. So no sleep for me. Anyway, I got a new bathroom cabinet, which you guys are sitting in currently. I'm pretty excited about it. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys kind of seen the process, because it was supposed to be like a 20-minute project to like switch out the old cabinet for the new cabinet, but there's like a massive hole behind my old cabinet where the wiring was, and the new cabinet does not have wiring, for one, and for two, it's not tall enough to like cover the hole. So we had to patch it, and it turns out drywall putty takes 48 hours. So we had to go like 2 days waiting on that to dry for the patch that we did. There was another massive hole back there too, but we didn't cover that one because the new cabinet covers it. So it's like, why put in the extra effort? But the top hole had to get patched. But the old cabinet was like busted and broken. I wish I had a before picture. I can search Facebook and see if randomly I have one. I don't think that I do. If I do, I'll put it on the screen. But that thing was like, the mirror had fell out and broke one of them, and the other mirror like kept wanting to fall out of it. I think it was old and falling apart. So I found this new cabinet at a garage sale for like $5. I am pretty stoked about it. It looks pretty good. I know my overhead is annoying, but as you can see, it's getting pretty cloudy outside. I don't know if rain's gonna hold off till 2 o'clock. You can see all them clouds. Yeah, it opens up. It's your basic cabinet. Do I need to show you the inside of everything? But I'm excited about it. We had that other one for like 4 years that was busted and falling apart, and things were falling out of it, including the mirrors were falling out of it. And now we've got this nice new to us one. I mean, for $5, I'm not complaining. The hinges are a little rusty, but again, it's a $5 cabinet. You get what you pay for. And then I accidentally painted the bathroom walls. So on camera, I think it looks a little worse than it does like in person maybe. But if you look over here, that's how they all were. And I had to paint the hole up here. You guys can kind of see where we patched it. Not the best patch job, but it does the trick. I had to paint that to keep the drywall putty from molding. And I just kind of kept painting. And I painted all of this, and I think it looks 10 times better than it did, because it all looked like that. But I only had half a can of paint, so I was able to do this part, and all of that up there got painted, and then this wall got painted. And then I ran out of paint. So on payday, I have to get another can of paint and do all of this and go up behind the bathroom, which apparently we're getting some mold up here again. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I need to get there and bleach all that. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on in my bathroom. So anyways, that's what's up with my bathroom. Ira is crying. I want to cry. I just want to go to bed. I'm tired. I'm tired. This child has, oh my god, I think he's just claustrophobic. He's just like constantly wanting fed. That's it. Just wants fed. He gets fed, he falls asleep for half hour to an hour, maybe 2 hours if you're lucky. Then he wakes up starving again. It's like, dude, how much can you eat? Like, I need to call the doctor and find out when his doctor's appointment is. I can't remember. It was supposed to be sometime this month, but I'm curious to see how much he weighs. Let me stop this so I don't get copyright. That is the sleepy time music. If you guys have kids, I will link this YouTube video down below. It is 8 hours of sleep music. Knocks them out. Knocks me out. It's some good stuff. Puts their butts to bed. Let's get Levi up. He's been in here for a while. Good morning, Booger. You playing with your talking Tom? You want to say hi to the vlog? You say hi? Just smiling. You got your talking Tom? You gonna say something? What are you doing?
Nice, that is cat.
That talking tomcat is his birthday present. He turned 3 years old yesterday. Today's Tuesday. Where to put this? Get some light in here. But he turned 3, and we had cake and ice cream on Saturday for grandparents to come, and we took him to the zoo. Fell over. Again, if you guys follow my Instagram, you guys seen all of that. He loved seeing all of the trash cans in their natural habitat.
Cupcakes?
Yeah, you had cupcakes for your birthday, didn't you?
A birthday?
Yeah, for your birthday you had cupcakes.
Okay.
Was that on Saturday? Yeah, let's get him a Pop-Tart. Iris not crying now. My husband says he's a troll because sometimes he'll do this thing where, like, he cries and acts like he's starving to death, even though you know he just ate like an hour ago. And you'll get up to come take care of him, and he falls asleep. And then you go lay back down, he starts crying again. You get up to go take care of him, and he falls back asleep. It's like, dude. Getting Levi a little Pop-Tart here because we're gonna have an easy, lazy morning, and I'm not cooking anything. I want to be in bed. So, anyway, I'm gonna wake him up and make him eat something. Well, he's awake. He's not crying now. I don't know. Yeah, that talking Tom was Levi's birthday present. He's been carrying that thing around everywhere. He loves talking Tom. Let me know in the comments if your kids are obsessed with talking Tom. Levi is obsessed. And Oddbods. Watches Oddbods all the time. Oddbods. So, I will check in with you guys in a little bit. I'm going to make this kid eat the rest of his bottle from earlier. And then maybe he'll be satisfied this time. So I brought Levi outside to play for a little bit. We're swinging. I don't even know if you guys can hear me. It's so windy. Ira fell asleep, so I left him in the house to sleep. But it's looking pretty, the clouds looking pretty bad. So I don't think we'll be out here too long. But we're getting a little playtime on the swing set. So I kind of forgot to continue filming last week, so 1 week later, we're just going to start the vlog all over again. Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. My name is Cristin, that is Levi. You want to come say hi to the vlog? Can you believe he's 3? He had a birthday. He turned 3 on July 15. Oh my goodness. If you guys have been watching me for a while, oh man, you guys followed me through like my pregnancy with him. Can you believe he's 3? Oh my goodness. Crazy. So we have a very full week this week because this kid has swim lessons in the morning. Yesterday was Monday. He had his first set of swim lessons. He had a second set today, so I can take a few pictures in the last couple of days. Well, today and yesterday. And then all this week, he has Bible school in the evening. So 9 a.m. swim lessons with his friend Emma, and I'm like, Shelby girl, which is Emma's mom, who's been my friend since 3rd grade. I'm like, why did you pick 9 a.m.? I'm not a morning person. So I've had to go get a Coke from the convenience store every morning. Well, yesterday I went and got one in the evening from the fridge. Was there for this morning because I gotta have some caffeine if I'm getting up at like 7:30 in the morning to get this kid going, and to get his little brother going, who's now 2 months old. I need to do a whole update on him because he's a chunk. He's in the 90th percentile. Ira my littlest, 2 months old, 90th percentile, already weighs 14 pounds. He is, I mean, he's not a fat baby, okay? Like, he's very proportionate. He's very long and 14 pounds. Like, he's the size of a 5-month-old. My cousin's daughter is 5 months old, and they are the exact same size. So, a little update on his swim lessons from yesterday. Some of you guys, if you follow me on Instagram, I made a post and we talked about it a little bit. I was pissed yesterday because his swim instructors are all teenagers, okay? They've got to be somewhere between 16 and 19. There's 3 of them. There's a blonde girl, a brunette girl, and a boy. Guy. Whatever. Not really a boy, but, you know, he's a guy. Not quite a man yet either, you know? So, the blonde was excellent. Busted her butt with the kids. Okay, there's 9 kids. So it should be like 3 kids per adult, but like it's all in one big group. The blonde busted her butt, but one person with 9 kids can only do so much. The other 2 kind of like talked with each other half the time. They would tell the kids to do stuff, but then like not show them or help them. They'd be like, okay, kick, or okay, blow bubbles, or, but then they wouldn't do anything. And so some of the kids would do stuff who were old enough to like understand, because the age group is mixed. Some of them are Levi's age and some are a little bit older. And the older ones who are more like 4 and 5 understood what's going on. The ones who were like 3 were like, I'm in the pool, let's splash. Like, I love you. You're a sweet boy. So they weren't really giving any instruction except for the blonde girl, and Levi was down by the boy half the time, which made sense because there was 6 girls and 3 little boys. So it kind of made sense that like the 3 little boys went with the guy, and like, you know, little girls went with the women. They're not really women, but anyways, you guys get what I'm saying. So I was already getting pretty aggravated with all of that. And of course, one of his favorite words right now is no. Everything is no. And so like the guy asked Levi, he was like, do you want to float on your back? And Levi said, no. Isn't that right? You told him no. And the guy said, okay. And then my friend's daughter, Emma, took off running out of the pool. And the brunette looked at the guy and says, do you want to get Emma? Every time I try to get her, she runs away from me. And the guy looked at her and says, no. And so the girl did nothing. And then my friend had to get up and chase Emma around like the pool line, because like the kiddie pool at my town is really big, and she had to like get up and chase her around the shoreline, just hoping she'd get close enough to grab her, because the lifeguard who's supposed to be teaching her didn't do anything. Yes, my cabinets are a mess. Haven't cleaned them. I need to. Fully aware. So that was aggravating. And then there was a little girl who was like kind of scared to be in the water, and she sat on the edge the entire time. They didn't make her get in. They didn't make her do anything. She just sat there. And as Levi's, like, I was pissed. Okay, like, I was like, I paid money to be here. Like, we're not paying a lot. It's $15 for 2 weeks worth of swim lessons. That's not bad. But I was like, do something with my child. Make him get it. Make him try. You know, like, make him try. Because he is strong-willed. He's got a mind of his own, and he's going to do whatever he wants to do. And you got to make him do things. So, I was just kind of aggravated after yesterday. And then at the very end of the day, the kids get like 5 or 10 minutes of free swim. I was crying and I don't know why. He had shots last week. He had shots last Thursday. Sidetrack here. He had shots last Thursday. All of Friday he wanted to be held, which is fine. Levi did the same thing. And then I think he just kind of like started to decide like, I like this, which hey, I'm cool with holding my baby. Don't get me wrong. I like some baby snuggles. But like, up until he got his shots, he was cool with just like being in his swing. Like, I didn't have to hold him. And then all of Friday he wanted to be cuddled because he didn't feel good from his shots. Like, totally understand. And then all of Saturday, apparently I worked on Saturday, but apparently he had to be held all Saturday by by my husband and my mother-in-law. And then Sunday, I had to hold him all day Sunday because I didn't work on Sunday. And then yesterday, Monday, he was doing pretty good, but now he's back in there crying because he just had a bottle, he just had a diaper change, he should be taking a nap. I said he's in there crying because apparently he wants to be held, but this guy wants held too. Just go, you my little baby. Are you my little baby? Baby Levi. Okay, so anyways, at the end of swim, they get like 5 or 10 minutes of free swim. But like, he's 3, okay? Like, he's not old enough to just be like let loose in the pool, because the kiddie pool, they call it a beach. Like, they walk in and it's like a gradient and it gets deeper and deeper and deeper. And then at the, like, kind of in the middle area, it's got like a rope that cuts across because it drops. It doesn't really drop off, but it gets really deep. And so you can't exactly just like let a 3-year-old loose out there, because if they get out in the wrong area, they could easily go underwater. Like, the deepest area on him is like chest deep. So, and it's about like waist deep on like a grown up. And I'm 5'7", for any reference. But anyways, the pool, why do you have a screwdriver? Where did you find that? No, you don't need a screwdriver. That's for big people. You're a little people. Yeah. Get ouchie. Yeah, that's not a toy. Not a toy. Yeah. So, they took all the other kids to the other side of the pool, and the pool itself is probably every bit of 50 to 75 yards. I don't think it's quite 100, but it's pretty long. It's a big pool, like lengthwise. And the blonde took 3 kids to the other side of the pool, to the slide. There's like a little kiddie slide over there. The guy takes 3 kids to the other side of the pool for the slide. The brunette takes 2 kids, and periodically across the pool will turn around and look at Levi. Like, she looked at Levi at first and said, "Do you want to go slide?" And he said no, and she just left him. Like, straight up left him. And every now and then she'd look over her shoulder at him, like, checking on him. And it's like, you just left my 3-year-old alone in the pool. There are no lifeguards, no other kids. I'm standing here on the edge. Like, he's just out of my reach. I can't reach in and grab him. Like, I'd have to get into the pool to get him. And I'm sitting there like, what the heck? You just left my child in the pool by himself. And I stood there on the edge with him, trying to keep going here. If anything had happened, I could have jumped in and grabbed him. It was one of those things where I wasn't that far from him, but I couldn't reach in and grab him. I'd have had to like jump into the pool, and then I could have grabbed him. He was just out of reach. And he was down on his knees, blowing bubbles, and had water up to his nose. And the whole time, the lifeguard is just checking on him, like looking over her shoulder, all the way over to the pool. And I am standing there furious, like doing one of these motions to Levi, like get up, get out of the water, get up. And when I started doing this, the girl like dove in to swim back to him. After she already gone all the way to the other side of the pool, she did that. Like, she was over there for a minute, and then she see me like gesturing for Levi to get out of the water. And then she dove back and then stood up and started walking towards him. And then when she came back over to him, I was like, don't ever leave my son alone in the pool again. Like, I was furious. And it's one of those things, like, for starters, you shouldn't leave a 3-year-old alone in the pool at all, regardless, point blank. You are a lifeguard. You should know this. For 2, I'm paying you to be with my child, or at least I'm paying for these lessons. You know, like, I'm paying for this. Like, you shouldn't leave him. He's 3. You shouldn't leave him alone. And then on top of all of that, like, you don't know what my abilities are. Like, there are some people who are petrified of water. I mean, I am a good swimmer. I am. My husband's a good swimmer. We work with Levi a lot. I know the lifeguards don't see him being as necessarily advanced for his age group. I think he's very much placed perfectly, personally. There's some things he needs to work on, like kicking. But like, he can go into water. He can blow bubbles. He can float. There's a lot that he can do. So being in the 1A, which is 1 advanced class, I think is perfect for him, because he can do everything they're asking of him. He can kick. He just refuses. So like, he needs to work on that. But otherwise, like, my husband and I for the last couple of years have been working with him in the pool ourselves. And so everything he can do is everything that like we've really worked with him on. I mean, he did baby and me swim, so it kind of like gave us like a solid foundation on some things. But that was a couple of years ago, like all last year, and then most of the summer until yesterday when he started swim lessons. My husband and I have been working with him. And I personally, I did swim lessons, oh, I don't know. I think I was like 2 or 3 when I started swim lessons. And I took them all the way up until I was like 5, I think. And then my dad decided that they weren't challenging me enough. And so he started taking me to a separate pool and working with me and like making me, I don't want to say dive, because he never had me doing like high diving board stuff. But like, he just started challenging me and working with me more. And then in the 3rd grade, I was on a swim team that busted your butt, and they always told you they were training you for the Olympics. We're training you for the Olympics. like 3rd grade, and they'd make you do like 100 laps, like just to warm up. Like they busted our butt. I hated that. Oh my god, that was not fun. And there's a few times I should have won my meets, like my races, and I got disqualified because my foot touched the bottom of the pool. Like, what the heck? And then there was another time that I had to race, and I got put in a lane where I was against the current the whole time. So unfair. Anyways, still a little salty about it. That happened back in like 99, forever ago. But anyways, today went much better with his swim lessons. Why are you in the refrigerator? Sir, you're letting the cold air out. I don't want you spilling stuff everywhere. Here, have a cheese. Get out of the fridge. So yeah, today went much better. The girl who I kind of got on, which one I got on her, she looked like she was gonna cry. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, I didn't say anything mean or nasty to you. Like, I was stern, but like I wasn't mean and nasty. And part of me felt like I should apologize, but on the other hand, I'm like, I'm not sorry for it. Like, you left my kid alone in the pool. Anyway, today went much better, and I'm so proud of Levi, for one. Like, he has stayed with his class yesterday and today, and he has not run off. He's not always necessarily, like, doing what they ask of him, and he's telling them no, but we're not having temper tantrums, and he's not running away. So for that, I am happy. Anyway, you know, they were trying to work with him on getting him to, like, hold on to the edge of the pool and kick, and Levi was just sitting there, wasn't getting in the water. And I told him, I was like, you can make him do it. Like, get him in there and make him do it, because they were asking him, and he was like, no. I was like, he's 3. That's what he does. It's like his favorite word right now. You got to make him do it. And so I was like, you can make him do it. Like, roll him over and make him do it. And so the lady was like, okay, or girl, whatever. And, like, rolled him over and got him kicking. And then a few minutes later, they were working on back float, and she gets out of the pool and comes over to me, and she goes, is it okay if I make him do it? I'm like, yeah, make him do anything. Like, make him try it, you know? Like, anything you need him to do that he's telling you no on, make him do it, because he's going to tell you no anyways. So she said, okay. So after that, they were finally working with him, because he got skipped over for back float yesterday, because the guy asked him, do you want a back float? And Levi said, no. And he said, okay. Like, I was just salty about yesterday, okay? But I was very pleased with today. Everything went smoothly. I think he actually got something out of it. He started kicking, which is something I haven't been able to get him to do all summer or last year. Get him on his back to float and sticks his legs right up in the air. And it's like, dude. And then we can get him to, like, float, like, kind of up and down, but he won't kick his legs. And I was like, if you would kick your legs, you would be swimming. You could move around the pool, but you won't. You just float there. Like, so anyways, things went well today. So my legs are hurting. So for right now, we need to run to the store because Ira, Chunky Butt, is pretty much out of his size 2 diapers already. So I have like 4 packs of Up and Up brand diapers that I need to go to Target and exchange for size 3s. I need to run to Aldi and get a few groceries, and then we need to stop at Meijer and exchange a box of size 2 diapers for size 3s. So let's, oh, and I also got to check my oil really quickly because I'm doing an oil change, but I don't have the money for an oil change, so we're gonna go check that real quick. Cheese. Say cheese, please. We got him a hair. I gave him a haircut the other day. It was a battle.
I touched him.
But now he's got his mohawk back. Ready for preschool next month, right?
To do the tummy.
Yeah, cheese in your tummy. Cheese in your tummy. Okay, well, I gotta go check the oil. so we were finished with bank 1. Had to withdraw the money I made from YouTube this month. So thank you guys so much. You know, I never have an issue sharing with you guys how much I'm making on YouTube. And technically I made the money last month, but I got paid this month. It's all kind of confusing. But for the month of June, I made $389. And I just have to thank you so much for watching my ads. You guys are seriously helping out my family. We have, if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that we have a loan out for some property that we bought next door to us. House caught fire, we bought it, had it demolished, etc., etc. And we have a loan for that. Well, I went back to work to pay for that loan. I worked the weekends. I just got off of maternity leave. I've only worked a couple of days. Hours are really short right now. And if it wasn't for you guys, I would not be able to make this payment with my job. Like, that's pretty sad when I'm like, I have to use YouTube money to make a payment because I can't do it with my job. But hours are short right now. And thank you guys, because if it wasn't for you, I would make enough to make this payment because I owed $230. I made $389. So that means we have enough money for my payment, which isn't due till August. I had enough saved up to pay through July, but hours are short. So like, if I can work like every weekend, 2 days a week, then I can have enough to make my payment in August. But there's no guarantee I'll get that many hours, because right now I'm averaging 1 day a week, and then last week I did a call-in, so like I covered somebody else's shift. So that's kind of what we're rolling with. Not to mention last weekend I had to take Sunday off because he had a birthday party at his grandma's house. So I had to take that off for a birthday party. And then this Sunday, I'm not on schedule right now, and I'm kind of hoping I don't get scheduled because he's got a performance at church for Bible school. However, I also kind of need the money, so it's kind of like a, you know, what do you do? What's the right answer there? But after that, like, everybody right now is kind of averaging 1 day a week. I'm currently scheduled for Saturday. That's what I'm scheduled for. I was hoping to get a call in for Sunday, but now I don't know that I'm going to take it because his performance. So that all rounds up to saying thank you so much for supporting my channel, because you're also supporting my family. Like, just watching an ad on a YouTube video does so much to help somebody else. Like, and it's such a small thing, like 30 seconds of your day to watch an ad. It really, 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 truly helps. So I got the money from this bank. We're gonna go take, oh, he also needs, that was what I was gonna say. I owe $230. I made $389. I left like $70 in the bank for a buffer. So I'm gonna take the diapers back to Target. I wanna look and see what sneakers they have, because for whatever reason, preschoolers need to have sneakers that can stay at the school for gym. So we've got all of his other school supplies already, but he needs sneakers. So we're gonna go look and see what their prices are on sneakers at Target and Meijer. If one of the places has like a really good deal going, I'll get him some sneakers. Otherwise, we'll hold off on it and just get them from Walmart, because I know at Walmart I can get them for under 20, but we're not going there today. So I'm not gonna mess with it today if I can't find it for the comparable price elsewhere. And then I'm gonna take 50 of that out for his August payment of preschool, because he owes $50 a month. I owe $50 a month for his preschool. And that was my original goal, was to take this YouTube check and pay off his preschool for the entire semester. But now I'm not gonna be able to do that because I don't think I'm gonna get enough hours at work to pay for my August payment. We'll get it all figured out. We got some questionable people walking around. We're in the downtown area, and you've got a lot of homeless folks and a lot of folks who are on drugs. Meth issues have been really rampant in my town, so I'm always, when I'm in this area, like on the lookout for anybody who's walking around, because it's like, are you crazy? So don't trust anyone. So yeah, Target, Meijer, and then loan bank to drop off August payment. I know I'm early because it's only like the 22nd of July and my payment's not due until the 18th of August, but I like to be ahead of things if I can. And then if we find shoes in the mix, we'll get some shoes. And my husband is gonna stop by and pick up things from Aldi when he gets off of work. I was gonna do that, but like, we're kind of tight this pay out of his pay, and he's donating plasma. He's able to right now. I'm not. I have to wait till I'm 6 months postpartum, which really sucks because it's kind of cutting into our finances, because that's like a really good buffer. Like, I don't want to be reliable on YouTube money or plasma money, but like, it's a really good buffer for us anytime we have like a short pay week. Like, that money helps, and thankfully he's still able to donate. He didn't have a baby, so he's got some money on his plasma card, so he's gonna pick up some groceries for us. We just need a few things to get us through the next couple weeks. And yeah, then I get these guys home for naps because Bible school is at 5:30 because he has dinner and they're having pancakes tonight at the church. So yeah, let's head on off to Target, I guess. Okay, so we just finished up at Meijer. I exchanged his size 2s for size 3s. They changed the box, and I think they changed the price because I had to pay a $7 difference. So I ended up spending $17 in total. I found him a pair of sneakers for gym. They were on clearance for $10. They were the Carter's brand, which are expensive. The shoes he has on right now are Carter's brand, and I bought them off of a lady for like $5, but they were brand new, and the tag on them said they're like 20 something. So Carter's is expensive. These aren't exactly cute, but they were on clearance for $11.50. I was gonna get him another pair, which I can insert, that were a lot cuter, but they were like $24, and you got like 30% off, which made them like $16. And these were on clearance for $11.50. So white sneakers it is, but they should work for gym class. Yeah, these were regular $23, and they clearanced down to 20. Yeah, they were $23, and they clearanced out at $11.50. So in total, I ended up spending like $17.01, something like that. So diapers exchanged, sneakers bought for school. Now I can do a back to school shopping video. I mean, is it really a back to school when he's never been to school before? It's more like a to school video. We had to get his school supplies. So we've got all of his school supplies, we've got all of his back to school clothes. So that's good, I can do that video now. And then this guy's like, he's running on fumes. He's tired. He was like laying his head on the shopping cart in the store. Now he's getting giggly. He was getting angry. Oh, also, insert cute video of him riding the pony at Meijer. What do you say on the pony? Yee-hoo!
Yoo-hoo!
The giddy up! Is that fun? There was a little, they had that pony when I was a kid and I loved it. I remember one time when I was a kid that for a while they had a pony and they had a giant purple dinosaur. And my grandma put me on the purple dinosaur and it just kept going. It would not stop. And my grandma was one of those people who was like, let's get our money's worth. And I swear I was on that thing for like 5 to 10 minutes before she was finally like, there's something wrong with this thing. It took me off and it just kept going. Like, she wouldn't let me off. Like, she was like, no, it's going, keep riding. And I'm like, I'm done. And she's like, keep riding it. I was on that thing forever. And then she finally got tired of it and was like, yeah, something's wrong with this thing. After that, they never had the purple dinosaur again. So I guess I broke the purple dinosaur. Sorry, Bailey. Sorry, Heather. Sorry, anybody else watching. It's from my town and remembers the purple dinosaur when we were kids. I broke it. Yeah, so he's running on fumes, so I'm just gonna run over to our loan bank and deposit August payment, and then we're gonna go home and go down for naps. We're gonna go down an hour early because he only got an hour nap yesterday. He went to bed a little late yesterday. His normal bedtime is 8:30. Bible school isn't over until 8:45. He did not eat his dinner at Bible school yesterday. They had hot dogs and yogurt. All he ate was yogurt. So he had to come home and eat dinner because he was hungry. So thankfully tonight's pancakes, so he'll eat pancakes. He's slap happy, you can see it. So loan bank, hopefully he behaves. Home for naps. Okay, money is now in the loan bank. We have $324 in there. I already had $64 in there, so obviously $64 was not going to be enough to cover August payment. So judging by that, we owe $230 on our payment. We have $324 in there, so we have roughly a $100 buffer if we need it, because in our regular bank we've got $70 for the next 2 weeks. So as I've mentioned before, we're not rich people. So I mean, $170 buffer isn't bad. I mean, hopefully we don't have to touch the 100. I'd like to start building up our savings again because we pretty much wiped ourselves out after I went on maternity leave, because we had to have enough money saved up in there for like 3 months worth of payments, maybe more. April, May, June, July. 4 months worth of loan payments saved up, and then we had money saved up for my anesthesiologist fees, which ended up thankfully not being much this time. I think it was like $50, which with him was $800 that we had to pay. We have much better insurance this go around. And then I'm going to do a whole video talking about how much it cost me to have a baby, because price wise everything's the same. I got my letter from the hospital showing how much everything cost, and then it showed how much my insurance paid for. And this time I think we're owing like $2 grand. With him we owed $8. So, and that's because we had a crappier insurance. Prices were still the same on everything, it's just we had a crappier insurance. They didn't pay for as much. So like I said, we ended up owing like $800 for my anesthesiologist fees for him, and then it was like another $7,000 in hospital bills. So like almost $8 grand total. So I'm going to do a whole video talking about that, because I know that's a big question people have, is what's it going to cost. And I've got itemized thing for my insurance saying this is how much your hospital stay was. Like it doesn't go like super in depth, but it says like 4 nights worth of hospital stay, this is how much it costs. Your C-section, this is how much it costs. So I'm going to do a video talking about that. So yeah, we got that taken care of. So again, thank you guys so much for watching my videos and supporting me and watching my ads. Like, you guys know I don't ask for any money from you guys. I don't sell you guys stuff. I don't do merch. I don't push that stuff on you. I'm not saying I never ever will, but I'm just currently, I don't do that. I never do sponsored videos. Everything I ever do a review on is bought and paid for by myself. I know in my last video I talked about having a company reach out wanting to do a collab for the new Hugo that's going to be coming out. They stopped talking with me. I don't know what was up with that. Everything seemed to be going smooth, and they just kind of dropped off, and I'm over it. I went out and bought a regular baby monitor, which I'll do a review on eventually. It was like $17. I'm never one to push super expensive things on people. I don't think you need to go out and like spend super expensive stuff, my personal opinion. And I never want to like push somebody into buying things that they don't need just because I'm promoting it because I'm getting paid. So there's that. Like, the only way I'm making any money on social media is strictly through AdSense, and I so greatly appreciate when you guys watch my ads. So thank you so much, because it really truly helps us. So with that in mind, I just gave my husband a shopping list, so he's gonna go to Aldi's, get groceries. Depending on the time we get back home, I might do a little Aldi haul and show you guys what he picked up. And it's nothing exciting. It's just stuff for lunches for the week, because for the next 2 weeks, because that's what we were out of. We have stuff for breakfast, stuff for dinner, nothing for lunches. And he was going to have to buy his lunch today, which I was a little bit worried about, because as I mentioned, we got like $70 in our account. I don't know how much he has on his plasma card. The way plasma works is it's like your own personal debit card that they load money to, and so like that's his. And before I stopped being able to donate, that's how he did it. Was like whatever he made on plasma was his money, whatever I made on plasma was my money. We didn't use it for bills unless we drastically had to. That was it. And now, since we've pretty much drained our savings and I'm just barely getting back to work, like, we've had to rely on his plasma money some, which I kind of feel bad about, but like at least it's there. So we need to pay bills or buy groceries, like he's able to do that on his plasma money. Also, somebody mentioned I did a review on plasma, like talking about that, which I can leave a link below if you guys are new and curious about plasma donations. I've got 2 videos talking about it, one about the process and one about making money or something. I can link them below. It has more information on the process. Somebody recently commented saying that was a ripoff, that I should be getting paid more and I should find a different kind of center. He does it when he's tired. I don't know why. He also hits his head on the floor. The life of a 3-year-old. You could just close your eyes and go to sleep. He's tired. So they commented saying I should find this other kind of a place to go donate because they pay more. Well, the place that I donate is all that's around me. That's all that we have. And you make $75 a week if there's not any bonuses being ran. You make $75 a week to donate, which it takes about an hour out of your time. You donate twice a week, so that's 2 hours total. Where are you going to work a minimum wage job and make $75 in 2 hours? You're not. I mean, that's the way I look at it. So I don't think that's bad. Yeah, it's broke up. You get $25 your first donation and $50 your second, but in total you're making $75 a week for 2 hours of your time. I don't think that's a bad payout. Plus they run bonuses, so sometimes you can make considerably more. You can make anywhere from $10 to like $20 to $30 more a week, just based on what bonuses they have going. But your base level payout with no bonuses is $75 a week. $25 your first donation, $50 your second. I don't think it's a bad deal. So there's my 2 cents on that. I'm gonna head home, get this guy to bed, get that guy a bottle, maybe relax a minute before Bible school. I need to edit some videos, so I don't know. We'll see how it all plans out. I also need to drink some water. I am so thirsty. I'm getting some water. Are you thirsty, bud? You wanna go home and get a drink? He's probably getting thirsty too. Haven't showed you guys Ira yet. Look at him. He's got his brother's big blue eyes, don't you? You got Bubby's big blue eyes. They're just like daddy's. With the chubby cheeks. With the chubby. Managed to scratch himself. That first one, he had longer nails, so I clipped them real short. Show you your manicure. Already grown again. I just clipped them like 3 days ago. Already clipped again. But like the day after I clipped him, he did that one. So not really sure how he managed that, but now he needs his nails clipped again. So that's fun. Growing like a weed. He's a little sloth. So he has him here to hold on to, give him something to grab, hold on to. Look at your little baby feet. Oh my goodness, you're so cute. Little baby. I love you. You're my sweet boy. Blowing bubbles. Are you hungry? I need a bottle. I'm starving. I haven't eaten in 2 hours. 2 whole hours. I'm wasting away. Ignore the pudgy belly. It has nothing to do with me starving. So hungry. Oh, it's so much better. Oh, it's so much better. That was starving. They didn't think I was gonna make it. I thought I was gonna waste away. Okay, so Ira taking a nap. Levi is in his room, also napping. The music playing in Levi's room is the music that's also on the TV that I paused. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. It's a video on YouTube. It's called 8 Hours of Sleep Music. It'll knock anybody out. So I'm gonna have this playing for Ira as soon as I get done filming here. I'll link that video down below. Anybody who needs like a sound machine or thinking about buying a sound machine or like sleeping apps, they got it on YouTube for free. Just pop it on your iPad, plug your iPad in, your phone, your TV, whatever. This will do the job. I will link it below. Been using it for years. We did that when I worked at the daycare. This is what they use at the daycare. And like even the workers would be falling asleep during nap time. So yeah, time to work on YouTube. Okay, it's time to get Levi up and ready for Vacation Bible School. Hello, sweet boy. How'd you sleep? You ready to get up?
Yes.
Yes. You ready to go to Vacation Bible School?
Yes, it's got the cool.
Let's go put your pants on, okay?
Yes, pants on and out.
Pants on and out. Putting your monies in.
That's all good.
There's 2 monies.
You got your monies for VPS for tomorrow?
Eat.
I thought you ate a lot of pancakes.
One cheese stick?
Pick it.
You want cheese stick?
Pick it.
Big stick? So we just got done bringing Levi home from Vacation Bible School. He had so much fun. He loves going. It's so cute watching him dance. Like, I wasn't able to get a video of it tonight. I don't think I got a video of it yesterday. If I hold off editing this vlog and I don't edit tomorrow, I might be able to get video of him dancing tomorrow. I don't know. I would like to get video of it because it is so stinking cute. He loves it. My cousin says that the whole time he just says dance, 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 and then when they turn the music off, he gets really sad. And for anyone who's never done Vacation Bible School, how it works out is that they have music class where they learn dances and sing, and then they have art class, they have snack, they've got some playtime, like outside playtime, almost like a recess. They've got, I don't know, they've got like a handful of different activities that they do. They've got like stories, like story times. There's like a bunch of different like little workshops almost. And apparently Levi's favorite one is music class because he gets to dance and sing. But when he dances, he just wiggles back and forth. He's not doing any of like the dance moves. He's not doing any of the arm stuff. He's just wiggling back and forth. And Keisha said that he sometimes will like run laps around the sanctuary. But he's just having a blast and he's loving it. So it's great. I love it. So he had a good time. And then the money thing we're doing, they are raising funds for Vacation Bible School for next year. And so they're doing a competition each day with the kids for between the boys and the girls who can bring in the most money. And so today they had to bring in pennies. Tomorrow they have to bring in nickels. We didn't have any idea about any of this until yesterday when I went to pick him up and he had to get his Pringles can. That was his craft for the day, where he put stickers all over a Pringles can. And, or it's got like, you know, construction paper on it. You guys know what I'm saying. And we found out they had to bring pennies today. And then today I asked my cousin, I was like, what is this for? And she goes, oh, it's, you know, raising funds. And each day they have to bring in, you know, like a higher amount. Like yesterday was pennies, today was pennies, tomorrow's nickels. Then Thursday is dimes. And then Friday is quarters. So tomorrow I'm going to run to the bank and get a few rolls of dimes. And he went outside. What are you doing, stink bug? He's got half a cheese stick in his mouth. And he's got his tea. He likes Arnold Palmer's. I was really surprised by that. My husband likes it, so I had it on hand for him. And Levi was begging for some sweet tea, which I didn't have any. I hadn't made any in a while. So I gave him lemon tea, is what I called it. And he's all about it. Now he wants lemon tea. Just like his dad. So anyways, I'm going to go to the bank tomorrow and get a few rolls of dimes and quarters, because I don't mind donating to the church. So I thought I finished this vlog yesterday, but some fun life things are happening that I thought I would just include here. So our refrigerator went out. Yay, being a grown-up. So I am going to head down to the little convenience store and pick up a bag of ice and then pack our food. Hopefully it all fits in our cooler. And then my husband, I looked online this morning for refrigerators and I found one at Best Buy. They have like same fridge, but they have like 3 different colors, I guess. And and I have no idea where my tripod even went to stand you guys up. So, you know, it's not going to be the best quality here. Thankfully, the cooler's not too far into the garage. But anyways, yeah, big, huge bun. They have 3 or 4 different styles. They have all black, which they call ebony. They have black stainless steel in pearl, which is white. And all of them, except for the black one and the white one, are $900. And then the all black one and the all white one you can get for, I guess they're not stainless steel. That's what it comes down to. They're not stainless steel. They're just a regular refrigerator. You can get them for $8.50. So, and I wanted all black anyways because our microwave is black, our toaster is black, and I would like to eventually get a black stove and a black hood for the stove. So just getting a black fridge makes sense, and it's $50 cheaper. It's like the exact same one that we already have. Different brand, I think. I think the one we have now is Whirlpool, and this one's a Frigidaire. But it has the ice maker in the door and the water. On the uphand, being a brand new fridge, we should be able to use the water lines because the fridge we bought it used 5 years ago for $100, but we can never use the water lines because it had like specks of floaties in it, and the ice maker went out in it like a year or so after we bought it, if that. So we've been like manually making ice and then just dumping it into the ice maker so that we could use the like little mechanism on the door so we could like, you know, get crushed ice and stuff. So, you know, on the uphand, it would be nice to have all of that working and open up some freezer space, not having to have ice cube trays in there. But it sucks because now I have to apply for another credit card, and it just feels like if it's not one thing, it's another. Like, And if this had happened over a month ago before we put in our privacy fence, we had the cash. We could have bought it outright. But the fridge was working over a month ago, and instead we put in a privacy fence, which I love the fence. But now we have to go take out a credit card to get the fridge because we don't have the luxury of time to save up the money to buy it outright. But on the other hand, Best Buy has a thing where you can make payments for 18 months interest-free, and at the end of that, if you don't pay it, then you get boned and it all goes on your credit card. So we're just gonna like throw some money at it, try to pay it off quickly. But yeah, Mike's applying for a credit card, and then I guess we're getting a new refrigerator tonight. So right now I need to get my cooler out of the garage, get ice, pack everything up in it. I guess I can show you guys the fridge that we have currently. I mean, it's worked well. I think this thing has to be older than dirt. I don't know how old it is. I'm guessing anywhere from the mid-90s to the early 2000s. We bought it off an older woman who bought it new a million years ago, and she was remodeling her kitchen. So she sold it for $100. Like I said, it worked for 5 years, so not complaining. But that's what's going on now, today. I mean, I kind of had a feeling it was going out because it just wasn't as cold as it had been for like the last couple of days. It's progressively getting cooler, and I cranked that sucker all the way up. Like, because you have temperature gauges on it, I cranked it all the way up to see if it would do anything, and it didn't. And right now, if you touch like the inside wall of the fridge, like it's not even cold. Like the wall between the fridge part and the freezer part is cool because the freezer is still working, but everything else is just cool to the touch. Like it's, like I said, our milk was curdled, like lumpy curdled, not just sour smelling. Like it was nearly yogurt. So fun. So yeah, let's get this out of here and go get a bag of ice. And hopefully this cooler is big enough for ice and all of our food. We don't have a whole lot in the fridge right now because we didn't really do a big grocery shop this last pay. We just bought, you know, kind of the basics of what we needed. And with the milk already being curdled, don't gotta worry about storing that now. Oh, my dress is caught on the mower. Fantastic. Hopefully this thing doesn't need to be cleaned out. I haven't used it in a few years. See how it looks on the inside. Bought this, we went camping one time 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, I need to wipe that all out. And then we haven't gone camping since because we had Levi. My giant bag of ice. They have to card me for ice. It's a liquor store, but like, they had to card me for ice. What?
Ice! Got the ice!
Yeah, Mommy got the ice.
Go, boo!
Yeah, it's gonna go in the cooler.
Get the
I won't
ice!
sit like that.
Get the ice!
So, husband has ordered the new refrigerator online. It's going to take, they're not going to deliver it until Saturday, which sucks, because we still have stuff in the fridge that I'd like to keep cold, but I think it'll all be okay if it's not cold in there. It's like apples, you know, and like condiments, stuff with a lot of preservatives that's normally on the store shelf until you buy it, so I don't know. Yeah, Best Buy is going to take away the old one, which is good because I don't know what else we'd do with it. I mean, the freezer part works, and I guess if somebody wanted like a freezer for like drinks in their garage or their basement, it could work as like a free fridge, but like I don't even know how long that's gonna last, you know, so it's better just to get rid of it and be done with it. Sucks about Saturdays, I gotta work Saturday, so I won't even be here when it shows up. And then yeah, hopefully the freezer lasts, so we don't have to go shove everything in the deep freezer. But at least we have the deep freezer if we need it. But yeah, that's what's going on. So I'll go ahead and show you guys the fridge that we currently have. Now this fridge is I'm not even sure. I recognize the brand, but I'm not remembering what it's called. I'll just point out to you guys. But like I said, we bought it for $100 5 years ago, so I think it's done well for us. So this is the old fridge. I don't think there's any addresses listed. Is that the HE brand? Is that what that is? HE? I'm not sure. So water, crushed, cubed ice. I don't think, yeah, the light doesn't even work. It's on and it's, yeah. That don't even work. This is kind of gross looking because we had hard water at our trailer, and all this did work at the trailer, like the water and stuff, but it like horribly stained everything. This little grate, like stuff just goes down there and melts. It doesn't, that's nasty. It doesn't really drain, it just sits there. So that's kind of gross. Here's the inside. Does it say the date on here? No, it just says to work the ice dispenser. So here we've got our cool packs. My fridge is disgusting because this is like my least favorite thing to clean. I clean it on average maybe once a year. Levi's getting ready to need a nap, so he's having fits. The light back here doesn't even work, so everything's dark. But we've got frozen strawberries and bananas for smoothies, frozen cheese on those two doors. Down there is our frozen vegetables. Here's frozen vegetables and frozen chicken, frozen cheeses, chicken nuggets, more meats. And then this is where I've been keeping our ice cube tray for the last couple of years. And then here's the ice bin, we just throw it into there. And then we're able to use the grinder, which is here on this part, and it dispenses down here into your cup. So that's what we've been doing with that. And then over here, we have, I don't even, like, what do you even put up here? I don't know. Isn't this for like unsalted butter sticks or whatever? Like, I didn't even buy those things. Probably shouldn't have this open, seeing as it's not chilling anymore, but condiments, more condiments, more condiments, condiments and juices, disgustingness, because like I said, I don't clean it like I should. Bottle of tea in the back, some wine coolers here in the front, eggs, apples, a plate that had hamburger thawing on it, so I guess that's thawed now, ready to cook. Apples, cleared everything out of here and threw it into, it's trash, threw it all into that cooler case. Those veggies have been in there a minute. They probably need to get thrown out. I don't think anything else is back there except nastiness. There's our veggie bin, but these are all kind of old. These look so, no, that's going bad. So these are all old, they need to get thrown away. Here's our other bag of apples. That's everything in the fridge. So yeah, that's my current refrigerator. It never closed correctly. I don't know how you guys can see up here. Like, it's missing this cap here, and then the refrigerator door here, like, is a little short. You can see the refrigerator door is a little short to the freezer door. We had to take this door off to get it into our trailer when we lived there. When we put it back on, it never lined up right, so it never really shut properly. It always kind of, it's never, whereas this one's like, you gotta tug it. This one's always just kind of a little open anyways. So, it's time to get a new one. Going the wrong way. Going right to the firefighters.
Cristin. Got him out of the parking lot.
I don't know who that was.
Some kid grabbed him.
Yeah, some random kid grabbed him, got him out of the parking lot. I don't know who she was. Everyone wants the kitty. Wish Levi was such a chicken. He'd go get some water. He's gonna be dry. So is Alex chasing him around.
What? I thought you were filming him dancing.
Oh, let's see. Well, this was so cute.
All right, let's pray before we dismiss, okay? And then the adults can bring them. Thank you. Thank you. No, not at all. Okay, you guys come down. No, come down. No, come down.
Hello, good morning. I think the last time I saw you was a minute ago. We were talking about how my fridge went out and I was having to like put ice in a cooler. You guys already know all this. Why I'm recapping it, I don't know. But I just want to give you a little update on the fridge situation. I actually updated you guys yesterday. I filmed this part yesterday. However, Levi was chattering the whole time and I'm not sure how much you guys could hear me, so I thought I'll just refilm it. That way I know you can hear me. So, the whole fridge thing was a disaster, okay? Our fridge went out. My husband ordered us a new one online. It was supposed to get delivered on Saturday. Saturday rolls around, it's supposed to show up somewhere between 8 and noon. We never got a text or a call from them. And we started thinking that's kind of odd. It's like already past 10 o'clock. Haven't heard anything. So he gets online to double check the delivery date, and our delivery date got changed back to September 7th. A whole nother month away. There's no way with 2 kids we can go a whole month without a refrigerator. So we head on up to Best Buy. We figure, oh, you know, it's a mess up. We'll be in here like 10 minutes, get it figured out, whatever. We were there for 2 hours. So we go in, tell them what's going on, they look everything up, and they tell us, oh, we ran out of that refrigerator, so we were having to wait for yours to be delivered from the manufacturer before we can bring you your fridge. So we had to have them completely cancel our order on that refrigerator, and then we had to go pick out a new refrigerator. A new refrigerator. Another one. So we head back, we're looking around. We actually find the refrigerator that we had bought, or at least I guess it wasn't the exact same one. It looked identical, but I guess it was a different brand. I'm kind of glad everything fell through because that fridge was smaller than our old one, and I didn't think to measure the fridge because we have such a large space for a refrigerator. Like you could pretty much, I think we have one of the largest refrigerators now that you can possibly get, and we still have space. Like we just have a really big spot for a fridge. And I didn't think about getting a fridge that was too small. Didn't even cross my mind. But the fridge that we had actually ordered online, or at least I can't say that for sure because I never seen the one that was online, but the one that was in the store from a different brand that looked identical to the one we got online was a lot smaller refrigerator. So I'm kind of glad it fell through. So we're looking around. Fridges, God, fridges are expensive. For like a new fridge, a nice fridge, oh my gosh, you guys. What the heck? Same with stoves. Like I was looking at stoves and they're like a few grand. And I'm like, for a stove? Is this gonna last me my lifetime? Like, I'm so cheap. So we find the fridge that we ended up buying. It was an out-of-the-box fridge, meaning it was a return. It had been returned 24 hours prior to, and the store had actually done a mess up and like extremely discounted this refrigerator. It was brand new. It retailed for $1,600. The fridge that we got, they had discounted down to $1,100. So when we seen it, we're like, oh, it's $100 over what we were planning on spending on a fridge. My husband had to take out a $2,000 credit card from Best Buy, but on the up hand, they do like an 18-month no interest as long as you get it paid off. So we're gonna bust our butt to get this paid off in the next 18 months. But we didn't want to go over $1,000. That was kind of our budget limit. And after looking online and finding that one refrigerator that we bought, we thought, you know, that's really doable to stay around $1,000 or under. The one we got online was like $875 or something like that. But again, it turned out to be a much smaller refrigerator. So when we found this one, and it was so heavily discounted, we looked around at a few others. We decided to go ahead and go with this one because it's the HE brand, which is a pretty good brand. And the guy who was working back there kind of sold us on it, I guess, because he was talking about how good it is. And also the price tag, like what it goes for originally, like there's no way we'd spend that on a brand new fridge. I feel like there was something else that sold us on it, but I don't remember what it was. But we were asking the guy, you know, about the fridge and like, you know, why was it returned? And he said, well, the only thing missing on it that he was aware of was the box it came in. And that the reason it was returned was because the people didn't like the handles on the fridge. They'd ordered it online, got it, didn't like the handles, sent it back to the store. Now, since setting it all up, I have found that one of the drawers inside is like heavily scratched up. I can show you that here in a moment. And then there's like this like little divider piece, which I always thought was kind of dumb. I had it in my other fridge and I never used it. I was like, why do I need to separate my jelly from my ranch dressing? Like, are they gonna fight in here? It's done. Somebody explain to me who's more grown up than I am, what's the point of a shelf divider for your refrigerator? Like, I don't get it. I thought it was dumb in the old one, and I'm not heartbroken that the one in this one isn't here. It's no skin off my nose. But yeah, it was definitely missing that little shelf divider, and one of the shelves was all scratched up. Otherwise, the fridge is perfect. Everything's working perfect. I have no complaints. The issue with buying it and why we were there for 2 hours is that this fridge is apparently discontinued and you can't buy it anymore, which I don't exactly know how all that worked out with that lady having returned it in 24 hours. Like, I don't know, like, when she bought it online versus her delivery versus the discontinuation of it, but apparently they don't sell this fridge anymore. So it wasn't in their system, and because it wasn't in their system, they were having a hard time selling it to us because the system was trying to tell them that it didn't exist even though it was clearly there on the floor. So that was a big pain. They had to get like, I think like district or regional management involved just to get a ticket to sell it to us. And then after they sold it to us, they're like, you know, you can either take it home today or we can deliver it. And we decided, well, with it being an out-of-the-box fridge, we'd rather have you guys deliver it because if there's any mess-ups on it, you're like, we wanted to be on you because it's not coming in a box. You know, like it's coming in as is. So, you know, if something got like majorly gashed or scratched or anything bad happened with it because it wasn't in a box, you know, it'd be on them. That was kind of like our line of thinking. Not to mention, fridges are heavy. They're a pain in the butt to get in. And our house has very small doors. I think when it comes to door width, you have like a 32-inch or you have a 34-inch. We have a 36-inch, etc., etc. We have a 34-inch, which is a pretty small door opening. That's how they all are on our house. Front, back, they're all 34 inches wide. So to get a fridge in, you have to take the door off. I had to take the door off the old one, had to take the door off the new one, and with the old one, when we took the doors off and brought it in and put the doors back on, we didn't get them on quite right, and the fridge door never fully shut. So it was always just a little, you know, crack to it, which was always a pain in the butt because we knew we were just like losing energy out of that, but we couldn't for the life of us fix it. So, and maybe that's part of why it went out on us. Granted, I don't know how long the lady that we bought it off of had it because it was an old fridge to begin with. So, we decided to go with delivery. And they also would haul away our old refrigerator, which was nice because we didn't know what else to do with it. So it's not like we have a pickup truck that we can just take it to the dump. So yeah, we decided to sign up for delivery and haul away. Well, they had a hard time figuring out how to set things up for delivery because there was no ticket in the system for our refrigerator. I'm not exactly sure how they figured everything out for selling it to us, but apparently it didn't involve getting it in the system. So that was another big pain in the butt. Like, they were on phone calls and like, oh man, like we were just like hanging out in Best Buy with 2 little kids. Ira was getting fussy because we did not bring a bottle for him because we thought we'd be there for 10 minutes. We thought we'd walk in, get it figured out with delivery for the original refrigerator, and go home. Like, we had no intentions of being there for as long as we were. So Levi did amazingly. Oh my gosh, I was so proud of him for not just having like a 3 to sit around in the store for 2 hours. Like, that's a lot for a 3-year-old. But he did really good. We kind of just like took up the gaming aisle, and they had like a display from Super Nintendo, and he was kind of playing that. And then he got me playing that, and every time I tried to give it back to him, he'd be like, no, mommy, and like push it back on me. Like, he just wanted to watch me play. And then he was like running up and down that particular aisle, but staying in it. And he did. I was so proud. We were so proud of him for doing so good that we bought him a Hot Wheels track. We were like, good job. You weren't an asshole. So anyways, it took them forever to get things figured out for delivery, and what they decided to do was just sign it up to where they were going to come do a haul away of our old refrigerator, and that's how it looked on paper, was like they were just hauling that away. But through email, they set it up with the delivery guy to bring the new fridge with them. So that all worked out. And then because we had to wait so long, they took off the delivery fee, they took off our setup installation fee or whatever. They took a few things off. But on the receipt, it still shows that we paid $1,300 because after like taxes, originally they billed us for, you know, you had your taxes, and you had your delivery fee, your haul-away fee, your installation, your installation kit. Like, originally they billed us for all of that, and we have warranties and stuff on it too. So after it was all said and done, we spent like $1,300 on the fridge, but they ended up taking like $88 off. But it doesn't show that on the receipt. So I don't know. Mike needs to double check his credit card and see what all happened there. But we have the fridge now. We had to wait until Thursday to get it. So we went like a complete and full week without a refrigerator. It actually kind of turned out that our old freezer was chilling about as good as our refrigerator. So by the end of it, we kind of shoved everything into the freezer, and nothing froze in it, but it kept everything cold. But we did go like part of the week using the cooler, which was kind of a pain, having to get ice for that before we realized that the freezer wasn't working like a freezer anymore. Because we thought, we knew the fridge part went out, but we didn't realize the freezer part didn't go out. We thought that, you know, it was still freezing things. And we kind of started realizing like, this isn't as cold as a freezer should be. Like, it's still cold, but it's not freezer cold. Like, it's not making ice cubes anymore. So that's the story on that. Also, our Dodge Journey broke down. So fun times. They say bad things happen in 3s. I'm counting my refrigerator as 2, okay? Like, it went out on us, and then we had issues with delivery and had to get a whole new fridge. We had to do it twice, you know, we had to buy 2. So I'm counting that as my 2 bad things, and our car going out as 3, and we are done with bad things for a while. Can't handle anymore, because bad things are expensive things, and I get the money for expensive things right now. So let me go ahead and, oh, and I don't know what's up with the car. Like, we have no clue. It's in the shop. Like, it would not start, would not start, would not start. We had to jump it to get it going. And we were thinking maybe the battery, but like, things are still lighting up and working on the inside. So that was kind of weird. And we were thinking maybe alternator. I don't know. Like, it just didn't seem like your normal, oh, my battery went out or my alternator went out kind of a thing. And then I found a thing on YouTube where a guy had it sounded like the exact same issue we were having, and it had to do with his battery not being properly grounded to his alternator, so he had like run a grounding wire through it. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully we'll get a phone call on it today, because I'm ready to have my Grand Prix back. I know I bitch about that car, but then when I don't have it, I'm kind of having a car, you know? Anyways, let me show you guys our new refrigerator. So here is the new refrigerator. Like I said, we got a little bit of space left here on the sides. There's not enough room for the cat shelves that we had for the cats to run up here, and then they had a bed up there. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do. Any concerns to them, because I don't like them. I know my counters are kind of messy, but I don't like them on my counters. I cook, I clean here. Well, I cook here. I don't want dirty cat paws where I cook and eat. And the cat shelves, that's what I'm talking about. They're just like furry little shelves that we made for the cats to scratch or climb on or whatever. So anyways, we'll have to figure something out with that space. Maybe make smaller ones to fit back in there. But yeah, here's the new fridge. I think the handles look fine. I don't have an issue with it. I don't know. I've never bought an appliance and been looking at the handles or been so concerned with the handles I would not buy it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I was a little thrown off by that. But here's a little gauge thing. We have a door alarm, which will be nice with Levi in case he leaves the door open, because he's getting into the habit of wanting to open the fridge door to look inside, even though he can't really reach much. So if the thing gets left open too long, it goes off. Also, I noticed that this is kind of like has some spacing here, some gapping. So that's a little bit annoying, but I mean, it's an out of the box fridge, so I guess perfection shouldn't be expected. This shows you your gauges. I don't know what all I'm doing right there. Okay, it's supposed to be at 0. But yeah, so 37 on fridge, freezer's at 0. If you need to change anything, you can do it through here. You know, ice and water, which is so nice to have a fridge that the water works on now. And that makes it so nice because our old one had this setup, not as fancy, your basic ice and water in the door. But the ice machine quit working and the water lines needed flushed. The fridge didn't have a filter on it. The water lines needed flushed, and anytime you got water out, it had like brown specks in it. So could never use the water and didn't make ice. Yeah, so there's all that. There's also lock control, so if I want to keep Levi from playing with this once he gets big enough to touch it, that'll be nice to have. Here's the freezer, so that's the ice maker right up in there. And then we've got, you know, your standard shelving for your refrigerator. And, you know, it's a freezer. So there's that. Our fridge is pretty much empty. We got very lucky. I would even go as far as to consider it a blessing, because we were gonna go grocery shopping last Thursday, 2 Thursdays. Have we gone 2 weeks without a refrigerator? We were gonna go grocery shopping, and for whatever reason we ended up putting it off, and then our fridge went out. And I'm like, thank goodness we didn't go grocery shopping, because if we had and our fridge went out, where would we have put all of our food? So we've gone, I guess, 2 weeks without going grocery shopping now. And so we got stuff in our pantry and stuff in our back freezer, but like, we're pretty much out of food. Like, we have to go today. So, but it worked out, because I don't know what we would have done with everything. We had just enough to put in a cooler, but like, all that barely fit. So we got very, very lucky, very blessed that we hadn't gone grocery shopping yet when the freezer or when the fridge went out. So anyways, I'll show you guys the fridge part. So here's the refrigerator part. As soon as we got this thing set up, I went ahead and made a gallon of tea. And then the back is a quart of Arnold Palmer that I made up. Formula, some liquor, alcohol, not really liquor, but you know what I mean. So here is the refrigerator part all the way down. And here is, you can see the scratches here. This is what was all scratched up. You got a big one right here, and then you got some smaller ones. So I don't know what that was from, but otherwise it's functional, so I'm not too worried about it. Not like I'm gonna sit around and look at that all day, you know? And then there's just our shelving. So that's our new refrigerator. I'm quite pleased with it. Not happy about having to take on payments for it, but such is life, I guess. I mean, we didn't exactly have the luxury of time to save up for a new fridge. So, because the other one just, you know, just went out on us. We weren't planning on getting a new one anytime soon. But, I mean, we definitely got our money's worth on that last one. We just paid $100 for it from some lady who was selling it, and it lasted us like 5 years. So, I think that's pretty good odds. $100 for 5 years worth of fridge. Yeah, so I'm not complaining. But anyways, I can hear Levi's in there playing, and I'm sure Ira is ready for a bottle. I actually got one ready for him right now. So I'm going to get that all taken care of with them. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and hope you guys stick around to watch my next one.